Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. I don't know how I feel about that, you guys. Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video. I am really excited for this one. If you are new, my name is Melly Gonzalez and welcome. So as you guys already probably guessed from the title of today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the new Morphe Filter Effect foundation, and I am dropping all the tea on this foundation, you guys. I'm not going to tell you if I liked it. I'm not going to tell you if I hated it. You're just going to have to watch the video to find that out for yourself. And in today's video, I'm also going to be giving you some tips and tricks that I use in my daily makeup routine to just kind of help my makeup stick to my face a lot better so that it doesn't rub off on my mask. When COVID first happened, you know, we all started wearing masks and none of us thought that it would last this long, but here we are a year later, we're still wearing masks. So at this point, we just kind of have to get used to it, and we kind of have to just get used to incorporating some new tips and tricks into our makeup routine to make sure that we're still able to wear makeup. And it just really sucks when you have an event or something to go to and you have to throw on a mask and it completely ruins your makeup. So I'm going to be giving you guys some tips and tricks in today's video on how to avoid that from happening and just have very minimal to none of your makeup rub off on it. But I hope that these tips and tricks kind of help minimize that a little bit more so that you're really keeping as much product on your face as possible. A lot of makeup is expensive, so you definitely don't want all of your makeup to just go to your mask. You definitely want to keep it on your face. So if you want to see how I got this look, this super cute look that I did for you guys today, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up, and of course hit the notification bell so you can stay notified every time I upload a new video. And of course follow me at Melly Gonzalez, MUA. And if you can't tell by now, yes, I already had my coffee, and yes, I feel great, and I am bringing you guys all of my energy in today's video. So I hope that you guys enjoyed today's look, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And without further ado, let's just go ahead and hop right into today's video. So I'm just gonna clip this here to make sure that I kind of have my hair out of my face. I'm really excited for this one, you guys, because I've seen so much about it just, you know, really filtering. I'm excited for this because, as I mentioned on my Instagram stories, for those of you that follow me on Instagram, I have been breaking out a lot and my skin has been getting a lot of like unwanted texture. If you are a Texas resident, I am praying for you. I am sending you all of my love. And for those of you that have family or friends in Texas, I am praying, really just praying for everyone in Texas. I'm sending you all my love. All right, you guys, so now that we already have our face primed, here comes the fun part. We're going to be going into the new Morphe Filter Effect foundation. And like I said, I'm really excited for this one because my skin has been breaking out lately. And it's just been really textured and dry. So I really need this to just filter all of those imperfections. So I'm excited for this one. I'm just going to kind of read to you guys a little bit what it says on the box. It says that this long-wearing oil-free natural finish foundation hydrates the skin and blurs imperfections. Yes, that is what we need. We need hydration and we need blurring. And it says that it gives you the ultimate soft focus look. It says that it is infused with hyaluronic acid. I know I totally just said that wrong, but it is a skin smoothing moisture booster. So that's what's going to give your skin hydration. And it has vitamin E in it, which is a powerful antioxidant, which you guys know that I actually already use vitamin E oil on my skin as part of my skincare routine. So that's really exciting. And it also says it has claritin, which is a hydrator for healthy looking glow. I do want to mention that I ordered this online, so I kind of went according to like the shade finder. So hopefully this is my shade. I got it in light 5. So hopefully this is my shade. If it's not my shade, we're just gonna have to make it work. Oh my gosh, this is not opening. Oh, okay, you guys, this is really not opening. So I'm gonna try opening it from the bottom.
3 weeks later, many months later.
It's open!
So this is what it looks like. And I am living for this packaging, you guys. Just looking at it and just feeling it and just, yeah, like the look of it. It just looks really high end. And opening it up, it's a pump, you guys. I love pumps. Y'all know that I am a pump junkie, okay? I love anything that has a good pump on it. I just do. So, and it actually has like a little dip here for you to put your finger. So I thought that's really cute too, that it just has like that perfect dip. So it's really, really comfortable when you're pumping it. Let's go ahead and pump this. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, it is really, really liquidy. So I'm gonna wipe this off my hand. All right, let's try this again. I'm gonna shake it first. Let's try to squeeze this again. And I did want to also mention, oh no, it's like really liquidy. Like the consistency is really, really liquidy, like really liquidy. And it's actually a little bit darker, like way darker than my skin tone. So we're gonna just make it work, you guys. So I'm actually using the brush that it came with, which is the Morphe E63. And if this doesn't work, then I'll go in with my beauty blender. Okay, wow. Okay, so this really is giving me like insane coverage. The consistency is really liquidy. So I think the consistency could be a little bit thicker just for like my personal liking. But wow. So I am gonna go in with my beauty blender to really buff this out on my skin. So first thoughts, just as I'm kind of putting this on my skin, is wow. Okay, this foundation is really coming through for me right now. And this is just like the first layer of foundation. I am gonna go again and put more just to add another layer to really just kind of see how much I can build it up. And honestly, it's not that bad. Like it almost matches my skin. No, never mind. It doesn't. I should have gotten the one that was just kind of more like pink undertone. This one is like neutral undertones. So yeah, it's a little bit too neutral for my skin. And I'm gonna buff some of it into my hair as well. It really did filter my skin. I feel like my skin just looks so youthful and it does look glowy. I see the glow. All right, you guys, now I'm gonna go in and build it a little bit more since it says that it is medium to full coverage. I just kind of want to see how full coverage we can go. And I really, really genuinely like this foundation, you guys. Since the consistency of this foundation is really liquidy, it doesn't feel heavy on my skin. It does feel very weightless, which I love. As you guys know, I don't really like a heavy cakey foundation. I like my foundation to be a little bit more on the skin feel side. I didn't think I was gonna like this foundation that much because I'm really, really picky when it comes to foundation. I stick to my two favorites, which is Estee Lauder and the Dior. Those are like my go-to foundations. So whenever I'm going in with a new foundation, it does make me really nervous because I'm just really picky, but this foundation is really, really, really good. So if you can, I would definitely suggest snatching yourself up a bottle of this because it is really nice. And we're just blending the foundation in until it fully dries down onto my skin. We want to make sure that it's really, really grabbing onto that primer that we went into because that's what's going to help keep it mask proof as well. We really want to make sure that our foundation is really sticking onto that primer. All right, so that looks pretty good. Like, I'm really proud of it. I honestly really do think it looks good. I'm gonna wait a few minutes, of course, to see if it oxidizes. So while I'm waiting to see if my foundation oxidizes, I'm gonna be going into my Too Faced Born This Way concealer, and this is in the shade Snow. And of course, we're going to use this under our eyes or anywhere that we want to brighten. And I'm curious to see how this foundation works with my concealer, because that's another thing that I really look for when I'm getting a new foundation. I try to see if it works with my concealer. So now I'm going in with my beauty blender and I am blending that out. Another tip to make this makeup look a little bit more mask proof is when blending in your concealer, you want to go ahead and spray your beauty blender with just a little bit of setting spray, and I'm using the RareBeauty one. And this is really going to also help that concealer and the foundation also stick together and really stick to that primer, because you're going in with setting spray to blend it out. Okay, so just kind of wrapping up my thoughts here on the foundation. I really like it, you guys. I really do. I love that it has those hydrating components in it, and I love that it has the vitamin E oil in it as well, because I already put vitamin E oil on my face as part of my skincare routine. As part of my skincare routine every night. So I really like that I have a foundation that has that in it as well. And when I went in with my concealer, I didn't feel like my concealer was sitting on top of the foundation. I felt like it was really blending in together, and it didn't split the foundation. It didn't get patchy. It blended in very nicely. I can definitely see the glow on my skin. I can definitely see that it really hydrated and added that extra glow on my skin. So since we are mask proofing this makeup look, once we go in with our foundation and concealer, we're gonna go ahead and set it with our setting spray, and this is the RareBeauty one. So what this is gonna help do is gonna help lock in your cream products before going in with your powder products. So it's gonna really give you just a nice little extra something. I'm trying to look for the word here. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray this in. All right, you guys, so since we are making this a mask proof makeup look, another really important thing that you want to do is go in with a really good translucent setting powder, because you really want to just set all of these cream products onto your face. So you really want to go in with a good translucent setting powder. And me personally, I really enjoy going into the Kat Von D Lock-It setting powder. This is the setting powder that I use literally in all my videos, because it's really just a good setting powder for me. So I'm going to dip my beauty blender into my setting powder, and I'm going to go underneath my eyes. And a tip that I showed you guys a couple videos back was when going in underneath your eyes, you really want to hold your beauty blender there for just a couple of seconds to make sure that we avoid any creasing underneath our eyes, and to make sure that that concealer just really sets in its place, you guys. So now I'm gonna really just take this all over my face. So usually I would only bake underneath my eyes and then go in with my face powder, but since we're really wanting to mask proof this, we're gonna put our setting powder literally all over our face, and definitely go in a little bit extra into those areas that tend to get a little bit more oily. I tend to get a little bit more oily in my T-zone area and in my nose area, because I do wear glasses. So I like to go in with a little bit of extra setting powder in those areas. So there you have it. We're basically just throwing on a bunch of setting powder on our face, and we're gonna let it sit there for a couple of minutes to make sure that our foundation and concealer is really locking into that setting powder, to make sure that when we do put it on our mask, it doesn't slip or budge. All right, you guys, so now to completely buff out this bake that we just did, I'm gonna be going into my Bareminerals, and this is the Mineral Veil. So this Mineral Veil face powder, I really like it because it's not heavy on your skin, but I really do feel like it locks in your face cream product. So I really like that about this face powder. So I'm going to be going in with this. So I went ahead and put a little bit of the powder into the top here, and I'm gonna be going into this e.l.f. highlighting brush, and I'm actually gonna be using this just because it's the perfect size for this top. And you really wanna use a heavy hand when going into your face powder, because that's really what's gonna help lock in all of those cream products. And to bronze, I'm going to be using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I did want to mention that the foundation has not oxidized yet. I don't think that it's oxidized too much. I think it looks really, really good. And my powder products, my translucent powder and my face powder, sat really well on top of that foundation as well. So it doesn't look patchy. And now I'm going to be going into this e.l.f. Fluffy Eye Blender brush, and I'm going to be dipping that into my butter bronzer, and I'm going to bronze my nose a little bit. All right, now I'm going to be taking my Milani blush, and this is the Rose Powder Blush, and this is in shade Tea Rose. And I'm going to be going back into that same powder brush and just buffing a little bit of this onto the apples of my cheeks. All right, you guys, so now that we have those powder products already onto our face, I'm going to go back in to my setting spray, and this is going to help melt our powder products with our liquid products so that they just kind of blend nicely together. And it's going to also help those powder products have something to grab onto so that it's really locked into your face. And just a quick tip, once you go back into your setting spray, go into your beauty blender and just very gently buff your powder products in with your foundation. And you want to do this after you've already put in your setting spray, because what this is going to help do, it's going to help push that setting spray into your skin, and it's going to help keep those products locked into your face. Okay, you guys, so now that we already have our face products on, I'm going to be going in today into my Tartelette Toasted eyeshadow palette. And I know this is a really old palette, but it's personally one of my favorites. It just has some really, really nice neutral colors in it. That's really perfect for on the go, running errands, all that good jazz. So I'm going to be going into my e.l.f. Fluffy Eye Blender brush, and the first color that I'm going to be dipping into is Some More, and I'm going to be using this just as my transition shade. Next, I'm going to be going into this color down here called Latte, and I'm going to be working this gently into my crease. Next, I'm going to be going into this shade right here that's called Fireside, and it's a really dark purple color, and that's going to help me transition into the next shade, which is going to be my lid shade. So I'm going to take a Fireside, and I'm very gently going to buff it into my crease and outer corner of my eye. Now I'm going to be taking this e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush, and a lot of you guys know that I don't use this for concealer. This is actually one of my favorite crease brushes because I feel like it really helps buff and blend. So I'm going to be using this just to blend those shades together. All right, you guys, so now I'm not gonna be cutting my crease, but I am gonna put just a little bit of concealer on my lid just to help clean it up a little bit. And I'm gonna be going into this Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer, and this is super, super itty bitty one because I got it in my Ipsy bag. And I'm going into this Ulta Beauty Smudger brush, and this is the one that I usually use to when I'm cutting my crease, but I'm very gently just gonna put the littlest bit of this on the lid of my eye. I'm really not wanting to cut my crease, wanting to clean up my lid a little bit. So when we go in with our lid color, it'll just kind of stand out a little bit more because it'll have something to really stick onto. So now that we got that cleaned up, I'm going to be going into my e.l.f. Detail Crease Brush, and I'm going to be dipping back into this shade right here called Fireside, and I'm going to be using this just to kind of blend out the outer corner of that concealer that we just went into. All right, you guys, so now I'm going to be going into my Kristen Dominique Sweater Weather palette, and I'm going to be dipping into this lavender purple shade right here. Don't mind how dirty this is. I use this palette a lot, but I'm going to be dipping into this purple shade right here, and I'm going to be using my finger. Just, oh, look how stunning that is. I love it. So pretty. So I'm going to be putting this color right on top of that concealer that we just went into. We're very gently just patting it in. Okay, and now I'm going to be going back into that Detail Crease Brush by e.l.f. and I'm going to be dipping into this darker shade right here called Messy Bun, and I'm going to be taking this into the outer corner of my eye just to darken it up a little bit and to continue blending that in. All right, you guys, now I'm going to be going back into that same color Messy Bun, and I'm going to be taking this underneath my eye. All right, you guys, now I'm going to be going into my NYX Cosmetics Epic Ink Liner. And of course, I'm going to be just tracing the natural shape of my eye. All right, you guys, so now I'm going to just hop off camera. Oh, never mind, I'm not hopping off camera. I'm going to go in with my Maybelline The Falsies Mascara. All right, you guys, so now I'm going to hop off camera, throw on some lashes real quick, and I will be right back to finish off the rest of this look. All right, you guys, so now that I have my eyelashes thrown on, I'm going to finish off this look with some lip and some highlight. So I'm going to be going into the Revlon Ultra Stay Matte Lip Color, and this is in shade Forever. So this is a really light matte lipstick since my eye look is pretty bold. All right, and now that we have our lips done, I'm going to be going into my Bobbi Brown highlighter, and this is in shade Moon Glow, and I'm going to be using my e.l.f. highlighting brush to put this on. This is a more subtle highlight. I almost went into my Dominique's macchiato, but I'm pretty sure you guys are just tired of me using that one already, so just wanted to switch it up on you guys for today. So I went in with a different highlighter, and like I said, this one is a little bit more softer. So if you're not someone that enjoys going in with a lot of highlighter, then I would definitely recommend that one because it is a little bit more sheer. It is a little bit more on the sheer side. So if you want to go in with a highlighter that's not too bright, then I would definitely suggest going in with that one. And now to completely seal this look so it doesn't move anywhere whenever we put our mask on, I'm going to be finishing it off with the RareBeauty setting spray. All right, you guys, so this is the finished look. I really hope that you guys enjoyed getting ready with me today. I hope that all of the tips in this video are really, really helpful to you when putting on your mask to go out to run some errands or whatever it is that you're gonna do. These are just kind of some tips that help me just going in with a really good primer and then kind of just putting a setting spray just kind of consistently throughout my makeup routine, because I feel like that's what really helps the products lock in to your skin. So I hope that this video was really informative for you guys. And of course, we reviewed the new Morphe Filter Effect foundation, and I absolutely love this. This is actually probably going to be like one of my new favorite foundations for now, so I'm definitely going to use it a lot more. So I hope that you guys really enjoyed this video. And before I end this video, I did want to mention that at the end of all of my videos from here on out, I am going to be starting something called Positive Message. So at the end of every video, I'm just going to leave you guys off with a positive message. So the positive message for today that I'm going to leave you guys off with is you are stronger than whatever it is that you are going through. So after you finish watching this video, take a deep breath, go look at yourself, take a really strong look at yourself in the mirror, take a deep breath, and just remind yourself, you got this. You are stronger than whatever it is that you are going through, okay? I've always heard people say that good times don't last, but you know what? Bad times don't last either. So whatever it is that you're going through, you got this, babe. You got this. You are stronger than this, and this situation, this little circumstance that you're going through does not define you, and it will not last forever. Just sit and think of all of the other times in your past that you have gone through some really hard stuff, and look at you. You're here. You are here. You are alive and well. You made it through 2020. You are alive. You have health. You're watching this video. So I am 100% positive that whatever it is that you are going through right now, you got this, okay? So that is my positive message that I am leaving you with today. I really hope that you guys enjoyed getting ready with me. I really hope that you enjoyed this little review that I did on the new foundation, and I will see you guys in my next video.